Hey guys, it's Scott here and welcome to this week's FUT Champions weekly recap video. Hopefully you do enjoy it. If you do, hit the thumbs up button down below. Subscribe if you want to see more videos of FIFA 19 as well as our daily live streams. If you have anything that you think would improve this kind of series or video, then let me know in the comment section down below. But basically, it's highlights of every single game that I played in FUT Champs this weekend. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let's get into it. Firstly, before we get into the gameplay, I just want to show you the team that we were using this weekend. We have to start in a 4-5-1 for chemistry reasons. We've got Thibaut, we've got Marcelo, Varane, Ramos and Juan Fran, the absolute monster. Kante and Pogba as our central players, and then our three cams that we will switch into, KDB in the middle, Riyad on the right, Willian on the left, and Aguero up front. I normally bring on Perisic and also Dembele if I am trying to secure a win, or if I'm really going defensive to try and hold on to like a 2-goal lead or something, just to make sure if I'm against a good player, I can bring on either Nainggolan, Wijnaldum or Partey. But this is what we switch into in-game, a 4-2-3-1. As I say, with the three cams being KDB, Willian and Riyad. Our next upgrade is going to be Neymar for Willian. Hopefully that will be a big changer in our FUT Champions sort of results. But that is the team that we're using. Here we go, gameplay time. So game one of this weekend league, we come up against a half-decent team right here. Luis Suarez and Griezmann to kick things off with ter Stegen in goal. However, on the brink of half-time in our first game of the weekend, we get a nice little first-time timed finesse with Aguero. Now that is going to be a common theme throughout this video as we get another one right there with Willian. This weekend I feel like I was getting a lot better at first-time finesses because I know that they're effective, but I still hadn't been using them as much as I probably should have been in the past. But now I feel like I've got that timing down and got the mechanics down of how to do it properly. So we're doing a little bit better. We do concede, however, pretty much straight from kickoff. Yet again, Willian comes in with that first time timed finesse. He does get one back right at the end with Toni Kroos to make it 3-2, but we're all good and home and dry by that stage. But game two, obviously 1-0 right now. It's the perfect start until you then come up against Messi. However, this card, this second informed Riyad card, is so good. His finesses, his dribbling, his agility all feel incredible. And we go 2-0 up there. It's going okay. I mean, again, it's only game two, but still, you've got to be happy when you are winning games in the weekend league, whenever it happens. So there's a quick 8-minute 3-0 rage quit. That was pretty ridiculous. So we go into game three. And this guy's got a few decent and interesting players. But Willian, I tell you what, I actually liked him. I know I am upgrading him to Neymar very soon, but he was actually pretty decent this weekend league. Not as good as that guy. Riyad, again, is probably the best player in my team, and I'm really, really enjoying using him. And he makes it 3-0 right there as well. The guy is just sick. Honestly, someone told me that I should try him out, potentially, and see how good he is, and I'm so glad that I went with that person, and he gets his hat-trick right there to make it 5-0, and yet another rage quit. Up against yet another flashback Sturridge and Chicharito, though. But look, it's Riyad. He's so good. The finesse shot trait on him is incredible. And here he goes again, destroying everybody, getting the assist for KDB. The guy is one of my favourite players that I've used this year, not going to lie about that one. He did get a goal back right at the end, but as like that Toni Kroos goal earlier, it doesn't matter. We've already won, so we're 4-0. Yet another flashback Sturridge is what we're going to come up against in this game. We get a penalty to kick things off, and Aguero does put it in the back of the net. Nice job, Sergio, right there. And then he manages to get an equaliser, which was a bit annoying with Mane. However, Riyad is obviously there, shock, to get us another one back. Aguero, KDB linking up, a little bit of the ball bouncing around, but we'll take it. He scores an absolute banger with KDB. That was a sick finish. Not going to lie about that one. But 4-2 is how that one finishes. 5-0 as it stands. Another Dani Alves, a Bergkamp this time to come up against. But we start things off by getting one of the weirdest goals you're probably going to see all weekend league. I have no idea what just happened there, but as per usual, you're going to take it when it goes in your favour. And then we go on to proceed and just win this game with a beautiful goal by Aguero. This is a pretty damn good start to our weekend league. We move on to the next game, and we come up against yet another Player of the Month, Aubameyang. It's so frustrating playing against this guy basically every single game, but you just got to get used to it, haven't you? We do take an early lead, which is always a very, very good start. Sometimes people say, oh, don't score too early, but I mean, come on, it's FIFA, right? Sometimes people rage quit when you go up early. We do go 2-0 up, though, with good old Willian yet again getting a goal. Unfortunately, though, this guy manages to get a goal back. However, look at this. Yeah, that was good. Kante's first touch, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Don't know why he booted it, but it's fine because Ousmane Dembele, now the red version rather than his normal one, still the best super sub in the game, getting the assist for Riyad, the best player in the team. Next guy has Royce and Gnabry as red cards. Jammy guy. However, that was a pretty good finish. Some goals that you concede, I mean, you got to be like, yeah, that wasn't too bad. If we're being brutally honest, it wasn't too shabby. We did get an equaliser, but then Irving Lozano, of all people, there he is, getting that 2-1 goal. Riyad manages to get an equaliser. Nice. It's a pretty end-to-end game, not too shabby. But then we concede that one, and we get a loss. That's our first loss of the weekend. Unfortunate right there. But, I mean, you can't go unbeaten forever when you're not a pro player. So, 7-1, and then we start off the next game by going 1-0 down. Yeah, it's not good right now. It's really, really not good. Maybe we should have taken a break in between the games. I don't know, because we're in a bad position. 2-0 down, get a penalty goal back, but still lose. So that is 2 losses in a row from 7-0 to 7-2. But the last game of this stream that we did, the first one of the weekend, is our 10th game. We get a lucky goal deflection or rebound with Willian, and we do go on to win this game. So that was the end of the first stream of this weekend, going 8-2. Not too shabby, really, to be honest. I then decided to play 2 games off stream before we did our second one, and we come up against Ronaldinho and Johan Cruyff. Like, oh dear, not what you want to see. But we go 1-0 up yet again in another game of this weekend league. But, I mean, that was beautiful. From Ronaldinho, that was absolutely beautiful. I can't be too upset at that. And, yeah, Matuidi getting on the end of it. But we do manage to get yet another first-time finesse with Willian. How this went in, though, or how he managed to split through my whole team with 2 passes, I have no idea. We managed to take it to penalties, and we did manage to beat Cruyff and Ronaldinho. My goodness, the absolute scenes. So, not too shabby. And then our other game that we managed to play off-stream was against another icon in Patrick Vieira right here. But this was quite a simple 2-0 victory right here as we go and take another win. That was a beautiful goal by Aguero, by the way. On to the next stream. Here we go then. Stream number 2 of the weekend. We started off at a record of 10-2. Pretty damn good. However, we then ran into this wonderful thing known as Saturday FUT Champions gameplay. And it was awful. Whether I won, lost, or whatever, every single game on this Saturday felt just shocking. So we lost our first game due to a very, very late goal. Second game on stream, this one, you can see that we did go 1-0 down. Again, not exactly what we were looking for there. Then we concede that to go 2-0 down, and you can probably see where this one is going. So, not great, to be honest with you. We go into our next game, third game of the stream, and we come up against a pretty sick little Bundesliga main team right there. And yet again, it's an awful start. It was one of those where all 3 of these games, people that were in the stream will tell you, were just outrageous. Like, the things that were happening, it's hard to describe, but you know those games of FIFA where it feels like everything is against you. The EA gods just want to see you fail. That's what it felt like in these 3 games, and this is just typical of it all. We lose this one after, I don't know how I didn't tackle him there. Of course, it just bangs in, 122nd minute, 3-2, GG. So, our record has taken a bit of a tumble there, down to 10-5, which, yeah, That's not ideal. That's not exactly what we were looking for at the start of this, but what can you do? Sometimes you just got to deal with it and move on. But we do get a nice little rage quit in the next game, so back on track. Like, those are pretty comfortable. Like, when you've had a bad run and then you get a game where it's just like, okay, I've smashed this guy, he's quit, we're back on form. Then you get a game like this. I mean, his first goal, I don't know how to explain it. His second one, he wasn't controlling the player that he scored. I don't know. I really don't know. There are a couple of moments like that this weekend that just happened. But now up to 11-6. It's not good. It's really not good. And what do we then come up against? Icon City. I don't know. I just don't know. There's another loss, everybody. You can tell that this was an awful day of FUT Champs for us. So from 10-2, right, to 11-7. I then decided, even though I was hating the gameplay, you know what, we may as well continue on stream and finish to at least 20 games. Luckily, we do get a 1-0 win right there. And then in our 20th game, at a record of 12-7, which is just not good. Like, Gold 1 is what I've hit every single weekend without fail this year. And it looked like it wasn't even going to happen this weekend because this form was outrageously bad. But we did score a nice goal with Willian there. And then from corners, excuse me, trying to cut it across all of the box and then putting it in the back of the net right there. We do manage to get a win. And then, so my last 10 games, I decided, you know what, we're going to play these off stream, see how these go. Because if the gameplay is like Saturday, then I don't want to stream where I'm just getting really, really annoyed because the gameplay sucks. So, first game off stream, we managed to win, just simple 1-0. Going to the next one, he's got a pretty damn good team, not going to lie. And we do go 1-0 up, but he fires back with, I believe that was Depay, with an absolute ripper. But look at Riyadh. He's so good. And those finesses are just so broken. As long as you don't do a driven pass into them, those are still ridiculously OP. So, yeah, that was interesting. This goal right here was frustrating as well because I did everything right defensively and then he just nutmegged me. That one, however, that was sick. Not going to lie. And then he goes 3-0 up and he then just saw the game out. I got smashed in that game. Cannot have any complaints. So 15-8. At this point, Elite is dead. I cannot get it. Even if I win all of my remaining 7 games that we've got, we can't get Elite. So we just try and see how quickly we can get Gold 1 and, well, make sure that we actually get Gold 1, sorry, because as it stands, it's kind of looking a bit bleak. But Dembele right there, absolutely smashing it. We come up against more icons and that red Salah, but we go 1-0 up, not too shabby. It's always worrying coming up against a squad like this because you know they can just absolutely leather one like that. Mo Salah running down the wing, blasting it in. But Kevin De Bruyne straight from kickoff manages to just loft that one past the goalkeeper. We'll happily take that. And then look at this. One of the goals of the weekend for my team. Probably actually the goal of the weekend. So we're going into our final few games at this stage and we're doing okay. Now I do have to say one game for some reason in the footage is just corrupted. I don't know why. So there is an actual extra win on top of what we have right now. So we're on our way to Gold 1 and we're seeing how quickly we can get there. So our record now, after that one, says 18-8, but it's actually 19-8. And this is now going into the final game of the weekend because the last two, I'm just going to spoil it. Sorry, the last 2 games that we played, we'd already got Gold 1. I couldn't get Elite, so I just gifted people free wins, scored own goals off of kickoff. But that is that weekend, 20-8. What do you think? Do you like this style of video? If so, I will continue to do more of these in the future. But thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you tomorrow for another stream. Goodbye.